Over the past year and a half, there's been a lot of epic donations on this vlog. You donate, you want me to eat something, I'll eat it. But today, we've got one from somebody down in Australia who actually filmed a cooking voiceover vlog for me to watch so I could easily recreate one of his easiest go-to meals.
Hey, SeanEly, Wonder Media here, aka David Robertson, the man that gave you the soy sauce chicken recipe on the last donation. And I thought this time I'd do something different. Instead of writing down the recipe for this donation, I thought I'd show it to you instead. This is my cheddar and cheese on toast.
You probably picked up on this very quickly. Much better accent than me. Let's give it up for Wonder Media. My homie David is a YouTuber as well, and he does more gaming content, and I just shove food into my hole, so could edit it out, but
I said, do you speak my language?
Hey Sean, it's Wonder Media again. I thought that this time, instead of telling you what I'd like you to cook, I'd show it to you instead. So I've made a video showing the food I'd like you to try. I call it tuna and cheese on toast. Simple, inexpensive, efficient, tasty?
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter?
If there are any parts of the video that seem unclear, let me know and I'll try to explain it better for you. Oh no, David, I've watched this video and it's VV clear.
I'm using tuna sandwich flakes for this dish because they're easy to use and they're easy to spread along the toast.
Here today I'm gonna use Starkist Tuna, the most popular brand and can of tuna in America. Do you remember the Charlie commercials from way back in the day?
Sorry, Charlie. Only good tasting tuna get to be Starkist. Good tasting 100% tuna fillet.
This is good tasting tuna.
Get good taste. Get Starkist.
Weird but charming. And then they updated him, modernized him, and it's creepier now.
Hi, can you hear me? Hey, it's Charlie the Tuna for Starkist.
Don't make this meal if you plan to have anyone come over to your apartment in the next 36 hours, because as soon as you pop the top on a can of tuna,
I like to drain as much of the water out of the can as I can.
Draining, we're draining.
I don't know if there's an easy way to do this. If there is, I'm sure you'll let me know.
Fish, you know, it's delicious, it's high in protein, low in calories, just so good for you, you know, all the omega-3s. But the smell, you know, that's its one downfall. It's stuffed curried, it's drained.
Hurry, 3, bang!
I don't know if that's an Australia thing, but sandwich flakes, I love that. They don't call that here, I don't think. They just chunk light. Sandwich flakes, way better term.
As you can see, I'm using a toaster oven to make this dish. Very certain that you don't have one in your own place. In that case, I would just turn the oven to grill and to whatever temperature is right for toasting the toast and grilling the cheese. And just toast only one side of the bread. We're only toasting one side of the bread because the other side we're gonna fill up with cheddar and the slices of cheese.
So very interesting strategy here. So only toasting one side. So I'm not gonna put it on this because like you said, I don't have one of those toaster ovens. We registered one for the wedding. So this August, it's about to be popping in here with the most epic toaster oven. But until then, we're gonna use what Australians call the grill.
I'm just using just 2 normal slices of white bread because that's what I prefer.
I'm using Texas toast from Lewis Bake Shop. I am obsessed with these half loaves now. Traditionally don't go through an entire loaf of bread in like a week. I'm not a huge just standard bread guy, so there's something about the half loaf that just makes me feel more resourceful. And then you got Texas toast, which this is basically white bread. I just love a thicker piece of bread if I'm gonna do this. So a little bit thicker than maybe yours, David, but still white, still soft, and exactly what we need to make this delicious. Gonna go ahead and pop this in here. So I guess one side will get more toasted because it's touching, you know, you get it.
I'm using normal cheddar cheese slices because we don't have American cheese in Australia, so we have to make do with what we've got.
Super big bummer that you don't have American cheese in Australia, but I think for this, American cheese isn't the way to go. I think cheddar is better. And then I also have Colby Jack. Sliced Colby Jack natural cheese from Sargento. And continuing to be resourceful and use the ingredients we have, we're gonna pop this on both slices of toast when this is all toasted up out of the grill. I'd say other than pepper jack, this is probably my go-to, just like slices. I really like Munster too though. Do they make like ghost pepper Munster? Okay, I think by using the broil setting, you got one side nice and brown. This is kind of how to do this on a bigger oven. One side nice and brown, and then yeah, bam. The other side, a little whiter. Worked out great.
Now that you've toasted one side of the bread, flip it over to the untoasted side of the bread. If you're gonna do this with two sandwiches like I am, because you're shorting 2 sandwiches, and I know that's what you like.
I am.
Try to evenly spread out the tuna as best as you can between the 2 slices. I just try my best to try and make it as even on 2 slices as I can.
Even Steven.
And now it's time to layer on the cheese.
All right, David. One on one, the other on the other. All right, we'll melt this cheese, and then we'll feast. Broil really is like a masterful setting. It's looking good. 30 more seconds. Oh yeah. You can already tell how crispy this is gonna be too. David might be onto something with this. Only toss it, toasting the top.
Hey, little lady, how you feeling? It's Humaboo at the crib, just chillin'.
You can cut it up into squares or triangles, or you can do what I'm doing and do both triangles and squares, because that's my preference.
Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do today.
Oh, we're definitely doing triangles and squares. You kidding me?
I really do hope you enjoyed this, Sean, because as it is one of my favorite dishes, and you know, just keep rocking out with those vlogs. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Team squares or team triangles? Comment below. I'm gonna go triangles first. A little cross section of what we're working with here. Because this is gonna be so crispy, you almost get like a crostini or like a flatbread vibe. Go subscribe to David's channel. So solid. My mom made this like epic tuna pasta, like cold tuna pasta, when we were growing up, with bow tie noodles, chunk light tuna, mayonnaise, celery or green peppers would be in there for some crunch. And she always put it in this same yellow like Tupperware container, and she'd make a huge batch of it every weekend, and we eat it throughout the week. This kind of gives me a little bit of that vibe somehow. Even though there's cheese on this and bread, it still gives me kind of a weird warm hug nostalgia feeling. It's just so quick to make, and you get the creaminess of the cheese, the texture of the bread if you crisp it the right way, and all that delicious tuna flavor if you like it. This is high class shit on a shingle. And what's great about this, you guessed it, you can load it up with hot sauce and make it even more your jam. I'm gonna use some Valentina. I think it's so cool that somebody in Australia like watches this channel, connects with it, and then wanted to donate. Australia.
Sorry.
Grandma? Can donate 50 Australian dollars, converts to my money in America, and somebody 16, 17 hour time difference, thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away. Because of this show and the internet, we can connect. David, I'm feeling good today. About us.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh?
Here's a little Valentina. Oh yeah. Actually, just hot sauce. 5 little dabs will do ya. I think the triangles is better. You can fit it in your mouth better. Tuna is so inexpensive. And if you like it, it just hits. I way too late into life started using that broil setting, and like being able to get that really quick crisp, epic. And I know somebody's gonna comment it. You could absolutely make this in the air fryer. Also real quick, shout out to Ike C, Derek Boudreau, and Megan Jeffries for super thanksing on the show by clicking that thanks button and then passing some donation along to me with nothing in return other than just wanting to help the show, but you know what? You're getting a shout out. I like Sunday traditions too, like the fact that David makes this every Sunday, like you can look forward to it. Doesn't take a lot to make, money or time. Easy to eat too, in between like gaming. Like if you're playing multiplayer and then you die, or you're camped out somewhere, take a quick triangle, go right back to playing. After you finish a match and the multiplayer is loading to like find a new room, new players, pop a couple triangles. Some squares will be nasty. right, one more fun little hot sauce. My homies at Studio 406 Provisions. The habanero grilled shallot and mustard. A little bit of that for fun. And by a little bit, I mean too much, because this stuff is very spicy. I love this vlog because I love to know people's just like quick little go-to meals. It doesn't all have to be extravagant 17 ingredient videos. I prefer these. A little mustard. That's heat. David, filming that video was so cool. Like, so cool. Like, thanks for putting like the extra work in. You know, that's just, you know what? If I was your teacher, that's extra credit right there. Open facing sandwiches still make you shiny sandwiches. He says to himself in a mirror. I should make my mom's tuna pasta recipe sometime. I never buy bow tie noodles. I don't really eat a lot of tuna on my own. That would bring back some memories. I wonder if she used Hellman's or if she used Miracle Whip. I bet it was Hellman's. But it was Hellman's, chopped like green pepper, bow tie noodles. I gotta get that recipe. Mom, if you're watching this, do you still have that like yellow container? And can I have it? That was a solid lunch. Like, I'm genuinely really happy about that. I'm not gonna feel all heavy and gross either. It was like the perfect amount of food. I cannot stress to you enough how much the hot sauce ramped that up though. When you cut things into like 8 pieces like that, you could basically have 8 different sauces on those and have 8 different meals. Once again, solid day, solid Monday, solid start to the week. Solid. You guys, the Venmo, the CashApp, the PayPal, if you want to donate to the show, this is a part of your life and you want to help it out, you can. If you want to donate for a recipe like this, you can. And as always, the board of directors, the BFD, the Rory Boyle Fan Club, keeping this going. All these names, donating $5 a month. You can click join below this video. There's a little link if you want to have your name on screen. Fun perks. Punch out. I love that Australians like add R's into words, like no is nar, tuna's tunar, tunar and toast. I'm saying it with so much love. When I went to Australia, I was obsessed with the accent. Tuner on toast, up. Tuner on toast, down. Be good to each other.